TR, here we are back for one more episode.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In perusing the APA website, I ran across a category that I was familiar with just from the standpoint of you selling as MDO and things like that. Mm-hmm. But they referred to that category as enhanced surface panels. Mm-hmm. I thought you maybe share a little bit on that for the audience.
Yeah, so Jim, what they're doing there is they're making a platform, first of all. And so it's a 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch thick panel. It can be a variation, but those are the two main thicknesses that everyone uses. And it's a high grade panel. It's fully repaired. It can have a hardwood face or just a fully repaired fir face. And they'll take a paper, it's called medium density overlay. MDO is medium density overlay. Or there's a panel that's a bit tougher called high density overlay. And there's two variations in both HDO and MDO. There's concrete form, and then there's general purpose, which is more for sign use, smooth painting aspects that you might want on a cabinet, or sometimes they'll put them on walls and do a mural, or it's just a very smooth surface capable of having a nice finish to it. Yeah. So at Dunn Lumber, we're using the general purpose MDO, and typically that's just for painting cabinets and in the garage if you're going to do something, if you want it to look nice and you're going to paint them. So it's a really nice panel, and it's constructed out of all C grade with a fully repaired face, and it can come in one side or two side. We just carry one side at Dunn, but if it's a special order and they have some quantity, two side is available. It's the other side of it is the concrete form, which is good to know. It's a better concrete form than like BBOES or something. It has a release agent that's in the paper, that's embedded in the paper. It comes out of the mill ready to go, and they can typically get a lot of pores out of MDO versus like just regular BBOES.
Oh, I never thought of that. You're right, the BBOES, that's a lot of times every job they're respraying.
Right.
Oh.
Exactly. Okay. And if you take care of it and you clean the panels afterwards and such, they'll last for 10, 15 pours. It's significant.
I'm assuming it's more of an investment up front to go the MDO.
Right.
HDO route versus
it is.
BBOES.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The core, MDO, HDO, laid up the same as?
It is. Yeah, it is. It's called an all exterior core, all C grade, and it's all exterior glue, obviously, because that's all there is at this point. Yeah. And no, it's a nice panel.
Okay. So the difference really is in that paper.
It is.
Weight, durability. Yeah,
correct.
Chemical composition.
Exactly.
So okay. You mentioned some common uses. One thing that came on our collective radar here in the last couple of years, there's a bunch of super high-end homes getting built in the greater Seattle area, and we had a customer using it in a siding application. And granted, they were particular, but they were seeing some telegraphing after they were painting it.
Right.
And I know you and I talked about it. Is there a story there just with what the quality of fir veneer has done over time?
Yeah. Good question, Jim. I mean, here's the deal. In the general use category, which we have at Dunn Lumber, there's also 1-step, and then there's a higher grade called 2-step. And 2-step, what that means is they're taking that panel prior to putting the paper on it, they're repairing it, but then they're sanding it and making it just glassy. And then they put the paper on, and that pretty much ensures that there will be no telegraphing. That is the main issue with MDO, and it's what you can run into. Some people try and get away with, a lesser grade to do something that's calling for a higher end product.
Yeah.
And it can be bought, but I highly would recommend, if you're gonna put it outside and paint it and you want it to look just sweet, you'll want a 2-step product.
Yeah. Really appreciate you sharing that and give us a little insight on enhanced surface panels.
You bet. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, too.